Yo, we all do it, alphas. You wake up in the morning, it's raining outside, and it takes a huge toll on our emotions. Or maybe some other setback, you wake up and it hits you like a ton of bricks, and it just takes an overall toll on your emotions. I mean, we don't want to feel miserable. We don't want to feel like, oh, this, I wish this could have changed, I wish it wasn't raining outside, but it just happens. Now, how can we change this? How can we change this reactive mindset into a proactive mindset? Well, stay tuned. I'll play the trailer. It's exciting. Don't forget to train sane and train out.
I'm tired of showing love. I might slow slow. And niggas tuck their chains every time we walk in the club. I used to front a nick, now I can roll more than a dub. She used to dump my shit, now this bitch trying to get a hug. I swear I came from nothing. I run a block like Owens. I'm drunk with one headlight, I can't see where I'm going. We up.
That's what a crazy cool workout, guys.
We up next and they know it. Yeah. I know niggas hate, but they don't wanna show it. And yeah, I got this cash, but I don't wanna show it.
Stay tuned.
Heavy shirt, I ain't finna pull it.
You see, alphas, I'm a pretty happy person, and I love being happy. I'm sure you do too. I would imagine you guys would rather be happy instead of being miserable on some reactive thought processes. Well, let me tell you a little secret. Let me tell you a very important secret. And I'm getting up close so you guys can know this secret. Is that all these reactive mindsets that you have is all due to responsibility. Alright guys, so let me tell you why it's all due to responsibility. It's because you're given excuses. Maybe how about this? Instead of shifting the blame on something else, how about you start taking responsibility and think about maybe it's myself that's just being a little miserable. You need to learn to stop shifting the blame elsewhere and start taking responsibility for these occurrences. You need to stop thinking that these external circumstances need to change. Instead, maybe you need to change. Maybe you need to figure out your own self. You need to realize that you need to alter yourself internally instead of placing excuses and blame on circumstances that you can't control, that you have no control over. That's where the responsibility comes in. You see, this concept applies to all aspects of reality. So like, for example, let me give you a couple examples. So like, in a relationships, alright, you're having a kind of a tough relationship and you're always focusing on what she's doing wrong. Maybe you need to start taking blame for yourself. Maybe you need to start learning to love her better. Maybe you need to start learning how to just be a better person. Alright, instead of always picking out and nitpicking every small imperfect detail. So maybe you need to work on yourself, your internal self, and becoming more loving and becoming more appreciative, rather than focusing on nitpicking all the small imperfect details that your mate could be having, that your lover could be having. Stop thinking about those faults in your partner and start more addressing yourself, the problems that you have in yourself. Take more responsibility. Another example, guys, is in business. Is that I know bosses can be dicks, I know they can be asses, but how about this? What sounds more proactive to you? Alright, your boss is belittling you, pointing out every imperfect detail you kind of done wrong. But how about this? Instead of just reminiscing and living in pity and doubt about everything you do wrong, how about this? You focus more on the strengths that you have, and you focus more on the things you can offer to your community, the things you can offer to your boss. Just think the strengths you have. You have to have a bunch of strengths. You have to be amazing at a couple of things. Not everyone's amazing at everything. So you need to focus on maybe your strengths, those positive attributes that you can provide to your company, instead of constantly focusing on fixing those nit details that your boss is just being a dick about. You see, I'm not expecting you to change over a day. I'm not expecting you to change over this video, over a day, over a week. I'm just saying, being proactive, how to become more proactive. It's a matter of being aware, alright? Aware of the responsibilities that you're not taking. So it's not going to change within a day. This video is going to help you a lot, but don't be too hard on yourself also. Becoming more proactive is a process of mindfulness and being aware of your responsibilities. So don't blame yourself if you're not doing this in a day, if you're not more proactive within a day or two. As with most things in life, it's going to take time, so don't be too hard on yourself. But alphas, here are 4 tips, 4 amazing tips that I'm going to give you right now that's going to help you, put you on that track, on that journey to becoming more proactive and just overall just take more responsibility in your life. So number one, I want you to realize all those reactive events that you're doing. I want you to realize how easy it is to be reactive to these circumstances. And I want you to look at other people that you're hanging out with and notice their reactive behaviors. Just notice how easy it is to make excuses. Notice how easy it is to blame on other things besides yourself. Notice how easy it is to not take responsibility. And that's the first step. Become more proactive, right? Don't pass too much judgment while you're checking everybody out, becoming reactive. Don't pass too much judgment. Don't pass too much judgment on yourself, but just realize how easy it is to not be responsible. Number 2 is change your language. No longer are those days where you're with those doubtful comments, those doubtful language, like I can't, or I can't, if only, or if I have to. From now on, I want you to say I can. I want you to say I will. And I want you to say that you want to. Because these small changes in your language style, these small changes in the way you speak makes a huge, massive difference in the way you think. If you speak it, you think it. So the more positive, the more proactive language that you use, the more proactive of a mindset that you're gonna gain. Number 3, instead of living in that self-pity, thinking about regret, and just living over those, thinking about those reactive moments all the time, I want you to do this, alright? Yeah, you can realize those reactive moments that you made, but the thing is, I want you to get over it. I mean, what's the point in just constantly thinking about it? What's the point in bringing yourself down, thinking about all those reactive moments that you did wrong? I want you to realize it, and I want you to get over it. I want you to accept it and get over it and be done with it. Take what you can learn from those experiences, learn from it, and let it go. Accept it and let it go, and you're done. Period. As long as you're learning from those reactive moments, it's not going to be setting you back. As long as you're learning from those reactive moments, you're going to learn how to become better. And as long as you're not making the same mistake twice, I mean, you're looking pretty good to me. And number 4, alphas. Number 4 is I want you to set goals. Alright, I want you to start setting these goals. I want you to start making these commitments. And I want you to start achieving them. Alright? Set a goal, write down in the pad right here. Write down a couple goals. And I want you to start working for them. Work your ass off for these freaking goals. And then the thing is, it's crazy. Once you start noticing you achieving these goals, you're going to become more responsible. Because why the F would you put excuses on something you did do? Alright? Why the F would you put excuses on something you're proud of or something you've accomplished? So obviously you're going to start taking more responsibility. That's all. The entire point of this is to take more responsibility. So set up some goals and achieve them. And take responsibility for them. Enjoy and be proud of your achievements. But alphas, like I was saying before, nothing is going to change overnight. Absolutely not. Well, it could. But I just don't want you to be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because already by watching this video, you're already 2 steps ahead on that journey to becoming more proactive. Alright? So remember, stick to my rules, set some goals, don't be too hard on yourself, change your language, the way you talk, and just become more proactive. You've got this, alphas. I know you do. The train saying, you know what's next. Train alpha. Peace out, baby. Woo! Remember, alphas, if you want to become more proactive, if you want a better mindset, if you want that mindset of a leader, of an alpha, of a purposeful person that does things to reach his vision, well, check out the projectalpha.com, because I teach you all of this. And if you subscribe now, you're going to get a lot of value in some newsletters I've been handing out. You can get a bunch of workouts, $100, and you're going to get a lot of more mindset tips that's going to help you improve upon your life, help you improve. If you're a coach, if you're doing some public speaking, it's going to help you in all those leadership positions. Peace out, baby. Woo!